I know, I put a lot of cream cheese fluff on there, but it's actually blended can of peaches with a little pumpkin spice. And you could put a little salt in there if you want, but I don't think I put any in there. And some sugar. And I put 2 eggs, because I used the whole can of peaches with their juice. And I put 2 eggs in there, 2 medium eggs, and some coconut milk, just a very little bit, because the juice from the peaches made it pretty runny. So, and I put about a 1/4 cup of flour in there, maybe a little less than that. And then I stirred it all up, blended it all up, and then put it in the oven and cooked it. About every 10 minutes I checked on it and then stirred it. And it turned into this nice custardy filling. And I just used store-bought pie crust. And I laid out a round circle in a pan, and then put that on there and wrapped it around it any old way you can figure out how to get it on there. And put it in the oven and cooked it. And in the meantime, I had some 2 packages of 8-ounce cream cheese thawing out. And I put that in a blender with about 1/4 cup of coconut milk and some sweetened condensed milk, and blended it all together with some vanilla in there. I put some vanilla in the blended peach puree too. Anyway, so for the frosting, that's what I did. And I just put sweetened condensed milk in there, about 4 or 5 tablespoons, or heaping tablespoons. And then I put in a little bit of coconut milk in there, about a 1/4 cup of coconut milk, and blended the 2 packages of cream cheese together, 2 8-ounce cream cheeses thawed out, and then stirred up the rest of it in the container, because I couldn't get it all to blend very well in my blender. But anyway, it turned out nice and thick and icing-y. The condensed sweetened milk made it sweet enough, and then sprinkled some powdered sugar over top and piled a whole bunch of frosting on top of it. I think I got a little too much, but and then tossed a couple of walnuts on top. I thought about putting the walnuts in with the peach in the oven to let it cook with it, so it could bring out a little flavor from the walnuts, or toast them, but I didn't. But you can do that. And so here it is. It's a peach turnover, and I'm fixing to try it. And it's just store-bought pie crust, but you can make pie crust fairly easily with any kind of flour that you like. And then some fat added to it. You know, you can use vegan fat or butter or margarine or lard, or any kind of fat that you can make vegan-wise to make the pie crust. And I used self-rising flour to put in the peach puree, but if you make a pie crust, you can use, any kind of flour, really. Just depends to get your recipe going or whatever. Well, anyway, yeah, I'm sure it's going to taste wonderful. I put a little pumpkin pie spice in there, a little cinnamon in the peaches, And what else can I think of? Looks like it's going to taste great. Have a nice day. Thank you. Oh, and may God bless you, everyone. Please help spread the good news about God's kingdom, because it's going to help us attain spiritual growth, so we know what to do next and don't get caught in a buffalo herd or get caught in a stampede of people having, what do they call that? A frenzy of chaos. So it's best to pray about it, and it's best to be godlike instead of trying to tear one another apart to shreds, like a dog-eat-dog world or living in a rat race. It's time to stop that kind of thing, because we're going to have to get along and care for each other. The Bible says for us to have intense love for one another, and we've fallen way short on that area. We need to widen out, as the Bible says, not just to our immediate family or family members or friends, but to everyone. Somehow we got to make this work so that we're not killing each other off. because we're better than that. We taught our children to behave. Now it's time for us all to learn to behave as adults. Well, I love y'all, and I got the same problems everybody else does. It's a divide and conquer world, especially over here in the United States. We got to work on our love for one another. And God, please help us. I pray that we can have help to do this from God, and y'all need to pray too, please. And I love you. Thank you. No, I can't get the